Hello everyone! Welcome to Tarot Between Sisters. This is Lady Phoebe. Today we're going to do a tarot reading. Oh, one of these days I'm going to look right at the camera when I do that. One of these days. Not today, but one of them. I'm waiting how long it takes for William to try to ask to come up. It'll be soon. I don't know why I'm so excited today. I'm like super excited. I don't know what for. I literally don't know what I'm excited for. I'm just excited. I am feeling cute today. There he is. Ow! My goodness. Okay, come on. Come on. Get those. Okay, let's get the slippers out of the way. Okay. There we go. Yeah, excited today. Feeling cute today. I got my tarot group to go to today. And it's like leaps and bounds different than last week. I don't know, there was something there. There was a funk in my air last Sunday. I think I even did a video, like I did a couple videos and I didn't even post them. Because I was like, I am feeling so funky that the messages are just talking about funk. And I'm like, that's my turn to go in a little bit and change my mind about that rather than projecting that out. So that's what I did. And so it's funny to look back a week. I always like doing that, right? Because like you go through experiences, right? But do you actually look back and see how far you've come even in a week's time? Like in a week's time, I've taken back some of the things that I felt like were just remember that I'm the power in my own life. It's a good feeling. Okay, so what does the collective need to hear today? What do you got for us today, Tarot? What do you got? Okay, I'm gonna take those cards, even though they didn't. Ooh, okay. There might be some new love coming, or someone to come fill your cup. And I know, like, okay, we need to fill our cup first. Absolutely, firsts. We need to fill our own cup first. And so, what happens after we fill our own cup? We draw to us someone that recognizes that they need to fill our cup as you need to fill your own, and then you fill up their cup. And so like we got Ace of Cups right here, if you're wondering why all the cup talk. But that's like, there's like a new love coming. There's this new, I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm excited for whoever's been kind of out there and like doing the work on themselves and just like, okay, when are the dividends going to pay off, right? Well, that right there, baby, is saying that it's coming. It's coming. Okay, let's see. Ooh, okay. Okay. So then we got Two of Swords upside down. In this energy, so I just heard the word stalemate. And I know that this card can mean that, right? When it's upright especially, it means that there's a choice that needs to be made and you're not making it. And it's a stalemate. It's upside down though. So I feel that there's some energy being shaken loose again. And I feel too, like when that energy shakes loose, then what's left underneath, it's exciting, right? Maybe that's why I'm feeling so excited today, because there's just some energy that you've shaken loose. There's some stagnancy that you have said, no, we're moving past this. We're going past this. And I think the stagnancy was in judgment of yourself. So this card, like judgment, it's Archangel Michael. I think that's who that is, or Archangel. It's one of the archangels. And he's like calling everyone up to the final judgment, like, judge, are you good to go to heaven or not, or whatever, right? To make it a more earthly bound thing, we judge the shit out of everything. And so she's upside down. So it's like you are understanding. Okay, I just got a picture. It's funny, I always like right in the middle of saying something, I always get a picture. So what's been happening, so you're standing in this huge long lineup and you're waiting to judge things. And so you're waiting in line and you're judging the lineup and you're judging how long it's taking and you're judging whatever and you're still just standing in the line. That's what the energy feels like. Like you're waiting to do something that's detrimental, but then it's detrimental as you're waiting, right? Like it's this revolving energy that isn't getting anywhere. And so it's just keeping you right here. Whereas like you want to do this and you want to expand and you want to go forward and you want to do all that. So that's why I feel that this is opening up, because you have made a choice to stop judging. Just to look at the cards straight up for what they're saying. Ooh, that one flew. And it's Knight of Cups. And you saw how that flew, right? Oh, there's two. Okay, okay. So again, so we have 2 2s here, okay? We have 2 2s. This one is like it's a 2 of Wands, and you're looking out into the world and you're kind of wondering what you want in the world, right? Again, it's a very still energy. So you have both of these cards both upside down. I got this in another reading too, where there's 2 movement cards and they were upside down. So it's like, you are stuck, my friend. Like this one is saying the opposite. You were stuck in that contemplation. And if you look at these 2 cards together even, so this is making a choice, right? And this one is you are looking out to see what your choices are. So it's a very waiting energy. So here you're like, hey, what are my choices? And here you're like, well, okay, so I know my choices now, but I'm still not making them. See what I mean? See how that energy is like stopped. It's paused. It's paused. But you had both of these upside down. So there is this energy that the choice has been made. And it seems like you've made some good choices too when you stop judging them. Right? When you stop judging them and going, well, that's not really what I wanted. I thought that my life was going to go in a different direction. I thought that I was going to be married by 20 and 2 kids by 24, right? And life didn't turn out that way. So you're judging the choices that are actually in front of you. And you don't want to make a choice that's actually in front of you because it wasn't the choices that you thought you were going to make when you were younger. But it's like this new, you've realized that, okay, as an adult, I need to reassess what my goals are because I need to look at my life as it is, accept it as it is, and then see what my choices are as I sit right now. That's this one. And then this one being upside down means, okay, I've accepted that these are my choices. I'm not going to judge them. I'm not going to judge that these were choices that I didn't really want 10 years ago, but now that's my choices, right? We can't judge that. We just have to make the choices that are in front of us. That's it. But you are making them. And then what comes? Because this is, again, like new love. It's the Knight of Cups, and there's many reasons, but just in this reading specifically, I'm getting new love. Like I'm getting this, or even renewed love, I just heard. So if you're in a relationship and it's felt kind of stagnant, it's felt stuck. It's like, okay, I thought that I'd be with this man, the love of my life, and I don't feel like that we're the loves of each other's lives. But then you're like, okay, I'm in this marriage. I don't want to get divorced because I do love him. Why am I feeling like he's not the love of my life? Well, maybe I need to love myself more, for example. And then you don't put so much fucking pressure on this other person to be the love that you wanted. You started answering your own call for love. And then that's the choices that you made now. And then it brings in this renewed sense of love. And even you can even say new love, because when you are learning how to love yourself and you didn't know before, that is new. That's not renewed, that's new. That's new love. Well, I guess it's renewed in the grand scheme of things because we did know how to love ourselves in the beginning of time, but then time unrolled itself and then we forgot how to love ourselves. But I digress. So yes, okay, I want to get just a couple more cards. Let's see what else comes, if there's any more to this story that's coming. Because it's kind of, like I said, it's exciting. That new love, like that new... a renewed love. It's exciting, right? And it's springtime. Star card. Star card. That's wishing upon a star, the healing card. That's the... In this application, I feel that you've been wishing upon a star, but you didn't really know what you were wishing for. You didn't really know what you were wishing for. So it was like these wishes were going out, but you didn't even know what to ask for because you just didn't know. And so when, I don't know what my hair's doing. What is it? What are you doing here? What are you doing? Hey. Enough. Stop. William. So you didn't really know what you were wishing for. But then comes this guy. And that's what I mean, that honest, true look at what your life is right now and what your choices are right now. And then you were able to make that choice that you were unwilling to make. And so then your wishes and your healing started becoming more concentrated and more direct. And you started understanding what it is that you really want. And so what you wished for and what you healed for was to that end. You know what I mean? It wasn't just fanciful wishes on a star that just went away because you weren't as connected. Now I feel like there's more of a connection. Like, even if you look at that water right there, she's pouring from one mug down, and then it's separating into the 5. So I want to do the reverse of that, which I know is weird, but you were kind of, these 5 fingers didn't really know where you were going, but you didn't realize that it's all part of the same thing. And so now you're very aware. And so when you're hoping and you're wishing and you're praying and you're healing, it's on something that has more intention behind it. It's not just willy-nilly. Ten of Swords. Upside down. And so what's happening when you are doing that, remember we've been talking about the healing, like the judgments and the stagnant energy and everything. You are letting go of hatred, and you're letting go of fear because it's upside down. So you're letting go of this anger. I feel anger in this card right now, and I don't always feel that, but I feel anger. You're letting go of the anger of what was or what is rather than what was. Like you've had your whole life that you're wishing that it was something else. I wish that this was the way that my life was. I wish this is where I was. I wish this is what I had. I wish. I wish this is what I had. I wish this is what and you were very angry that you didn't have what you wanted. But then this magic energy came up that allowed you to stop judging what isn't and start accepting what is. And as soon as you started accepting what is, you realize that your life is fantastic. You were just defining that happiness on an outdated idea that didn't even suit you. It didn't even fit your life anymore. So now that you've accepted what is instead of judging what isn't, you've let go of the anger that comes with that. You've let go of the anger. I'm feeling so, and then that's why your energy was so stagnant, because you had so much anger. You had so much anger that was keeping you so stuck. Because you're trying to make decisions that weren't in front of you. It was decisions that was, like I said, an outdated idea of what your life was. And so of course you couldn't make decisions because that wasn't your reality. Oof, this turned out to be very powerful. I was thinking like a love reading, and then it went into all these things, and you've let go of so much anger. Oh my goodness. Just simply by, instead of judging what wasn't and accepting what is, it completely allowed you to let go of all of these things and all these ideas that weren't serving you anymore. What are you? Queen of Wands. She was upside down though. Oh, the ring light. You know what? This happened last week. Okay, you want to talk about things happening again and you learning from them instead of letting them reoccur. This happened last week, and actually last Sunday to be exact. I'm pretty sure it was last Sunday. I'm pretty sure it was last freaking Sunday when I was feeling in a funk. My ring light stopped working, and I was like, oh, because the ring light gives a certain light. Like, look at you, there's shadows and shit. Like, whatever, it's a real face. Get over it, Phoebe, right? But I'm like, oh no, you can't even see the card that good. You can't even see the card that good. And so I stopped the video. And then I tried to get back on track with the video, and I couldn't get the same feeling. And it was a fantastic message. It was such a good message, but I couldn't get back on track. And so then the whole thing, because this perfectionist has to be, which is, again, that is my own lesson that I need to work on. So guess what? Guess what Spirit has done for me this weekend? And thank you, Spirit. I'm so appreciative of you and of your opportunities, because it has given me another opportunity to choose again in something that has a lot more patience and a lot more acceptance. What was I talking about even in this reading? Accepting what is. My ring light stopped working. And I know that is such a superfluous, I like that word, superfluous thing, like a ring light, woohoo. But everything here is a symbol, and everything symbolizes either your forgiveness lessons or your keeping your guilt intact. Okay? Doesn't matter. It can be this huge thing. It can be this minor thing. It's all the same in Spirit's eyes. Okay? We are the ones that value it as bigger or smaller. Spirit does not. We do that. So it's funny that I'm doing a reading about accepting what is, and then this thing happens last week that I could not accept how it was because I couldn't at that time. 7 days later, let's fast forward, the exact same thing happens. In fact, I think I was even wearing the exact same shirt, which I changed last week because I was like, It's too tight. I don't feel cute. 7 days later, I put it on. I was like, I did a little dance in the mirror. I'm like, yes, get it. And then I get presented with the exact same opportunity that I did last week, that I didn't choose forgiveness and acceptance. And today I chose it. And it was just a natural thing. It was like, whatever, the ring light didn't work. But this is what healing can do for you, right? If you really take on your own healing, you don't have to keep on making the same mistakes out of guilt and fear and unhappiness. You can naturally heal, like you heal, and then you naturally make a decision again. Like today, I really don't care that the ring light's out. I really do not care. And it's a great feeling. That is a great feeling. And so I just love when Spirit does things like this. Like, I know that Spirit does things like this. And for me to be able to do it on camera in front of you, just, it's almost like you guys can witness that healing does work. Like in this whole thing, healing does work. Acceptance of self does work. It does. That feels really good. I did flip the Queen of Wands over, but I think it was more to facilitate this ring light thing than it was to, because I'm just looking at it and I don't feel like it's part of the reading at all. Like, I feel like what happened since then has gone past it, and it actually played more into the reading than the Queen of Wands does right now for me. So I am probably going to name this video something about accept what is instead of judging what isn't, because that's what this whole thing is. That's what this whole thing is. Oh, I love you guys. Choose love, then choose love again, and be compassionate to yourself, be compassionate to others. Mwah! Bye.